Welcome back. It is time for math. All right, so today we are on lesson 10-3, add using models. I can use models to add 3-digit numbers and then explain my work. Let's get to it with the solve and share. It says use place value blocks to find 243 plus 354. Tell which place value you added first and why. Then draw a picture to show your work. All right, so what I'm gonna do, the first thing I'm gonna do is make the place value chart. Hundreds, tens, ones. Then I'm gonna look for the bigger number, and that's the one I'm gonna draw. So 354 is bigger. So I'm gonna draw 3 hundreds, 5 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to add 243, I'm just going to add place value blocks. So if you're looking at 243, first we do the hundreds. How many are there? 2. 1, 2. Look at the tens. How many? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you get into the middle doing this method, if you get 10 tens, then this will turn, you'd have to make another 100. So let's make sure that we don't have 10 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew. All right. And then we look at the ones. 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, all we have to do is simply count. Start with the hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tens, we already counted it, was 9. And ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the sum or answer is 597. All right, our next step is going to be to watch the video. It's great to see the visual, so make sure you watch the video with me.
Find 238 plus 126. You can show each addend with place value blocks. 238 is 2 hundreds, 3 tens, and 8 ones. 126 is 100, 2 tens, and 6 ones. Join the hundreds. 2 hundreds plus 100 equals 3 hundreds. Join the tens. 3 tens plus 2 tens equals 5 tens. Finally, join the ones. 8 ones plus 6 ones equals 14 ones. How can you regroup 14 ones into tens and ones?
Select your answer.
Okay, so what we need to do is we need to gather up a group of 10 and put that over into the tens place. So what did it say? How can you regroup 14 ones into tens and ones? So we would have 1 10 and 4 ones left.
Regroup 10 ones as 1 10.
See how they're regrouping?
14 ones is 1 10 and 4 ones. Now you have 3 hundreds or 300, 6 tens or 60, and 4 ones or 4. So 238 plus 126 equals 364.
All right, so I think this is an easy method. I just think it gets a little bit hard and tricky when you have to regroup because you're visually drawing it, but it does help you to understand how to break apart these numbers. All right, so here we go. So there will be some regrouping, and that's where it gets tricky, especially when I don't have the board to teach you on that's big. All right, so number one, 223 plus 106. They drew 223 already, and then they added the 106. So now we have to count how many hundreds? 1, 2, 3. Now, this is the tricky part. You have to count those ones to make sure if you're regrouping or not, okay? So if there's more than 10 ones, we have to regroup. If you can make a 10 basically, then it has to go over into the tens place. So let's count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there is no regrouping, so back to work. Go to the tens and count 1, 2, and then we just counted it, and it was 9. 329. All right, now let's see about the regrouping here. I'm just counting the tens just to see if any of them, if any 10 needs to be moved over into the hundreds place before I start adding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And surely enough. All right, so cross out a 10 that's no longer there and make it 100 flat. And now let me count the ones and see what's going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness, another 10. Whoosh. And there's one left over. I covered that up. Okay, so that 10 goes over here and makes a 10. So we took away a 10 and made it 100. Now, this one that we crossed out, well, you know what? I just want to show you how 10 ones make up 110. So I'll just draw another one. Okay, now we're going to count. Oh, wait, I can't do that. Can't do that at all. What was I thinking? We already had crossed that out. Erase that. So let's see here. Let's count our hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Okay, now this to me is where it gets a little tricky because now you have to do 2 regroupings and figure out exactly where you're going to draw them. All right, I'm sorry, just 1 second here. Bear with me for 1 moment. Whoops. Okay. I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain it and how I'm going to draw it. Okay. So our new number is going to be 511. So I think what we are going to do is we can go like this. Do our hundreds, count our tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is no 9 there. So let's see, we're going to add our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is the magic of math. Watch. When you are feeling crazy, like what just happened here, can always check it this way. 9, 10, 11. 6, 4. 6 and 4 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 3, 4, 5. So essentially, I guess what we're doing here is we would be counting the 10 tens and that extra one. That's where it came out like that. That's a tricky one to me. All right, let's keep going. Oh, this time it's not drawn for us, so we have to draw it. Okay. Start with the bigger number. So 324 is bigger. 1, 2, 3. 2 10s and 4 1s. Wow, there's not much space. 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to add 151. So add another 100. Add 5 more 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And add 1 1. And now we're going to count. Count with the hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count the 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, see, that's when I think this is a great way to add. But it gets really messy when you have to start all that regrouping. That even tricked me up on the last one because I'm not used to regrouping in this way. All right, let's go to the next one. 298 is the bigger number. Now we know what's going to happen. That 9, it's going to be too much when we add the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 8 ones. 1, I'm just going to make little dots. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now we're going to add 250. So, adding 2. All right, now we already know there's going to be too many here, but I'm just going to draw it. 1, 5 of them. 1, 2. There's not enough space. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's going to give us, oh, Mrs. Stevens made a big mistake. I don't know what I was thinking about the 10 going over to the hundredths place. Oh, Mrs. Stevens, making these mistakes. Whew, there has to be 10 10s to make 100. Can't believe I did that. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. But I know if we were in class, that would be one of the great moments where one of you guys would say, Mrs. Stevens, 110 doesn't make up 100. Or nobody will notice. And then we're all doing it wrong. So this is part of learning. And even as a teacher, I'm learning that that was a big mistake. And that was very silly. All right, now we're into the 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I'm going to circle the 10 and make it 100. That means my solve and share was wrong. And we have 3 1s left over. 3 1s are left over. Oh, wait, I hope it was that one. Oh, this is getting all mixed up. Let me count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and now it's so messy, I can't even see if that is a 10 or not. Is it? I don't know if it is. Let's count the hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10s, 1, 2, 3, and 8. All right. Let's hope that Mrs. Stevens doesn't make any more mistakes. How embarrassing is that? But mistakes make you better, and you learn from that. Okay, let's start with adding 258 plus 109. Draw the bigger number. 200, 200s, 5 10s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 1s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we're going to add the other number, 100, no 10s, and 9 1s. All right, so I just want to label this so I don't mess up. That's 8. And now I'm going to make 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, guys, we're going to capture a 10. 10 1s make one 10 ones make 110. So I just drew 9 here, and I know if I take one of these, I've captured a 10, and now I can make a 10. And now I know that this is 7. Okay. All right, now we can count them up. Hundreds, 1, 2, 3. Tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the ones is 7. 367. All right, next one, 246 plus 187. Well, 246 is the bigger number, so we'll start. Draw 2 hundreds. 4 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 ones, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we draw the other number, 187. 100, 8 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 7 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, here's where it gets messy. Let's count the tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I captured a 10, and that goes to the hundreds, okay? So there's 1 10 left there, but I have a feeling we're gonna have to regroup again. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. There I regrouped. Now that has to go over to the 10 side. So now, oh, there's just not enough space. There's 2 10s and these 3 ones are left. Now let's count them up. Hundreds, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tens, we had 2 and 3 ones. 423. Whew, all right. We're gonna do one more together, and then the last one, number 8, that's the one that you're gonna take a picture of and show me, or just go in the portfolio section and do it. And draw, you have to draw it though, with the place value blocks. Okay. Number 7, 318 is the larger number, so I'll draw that first. 1, 2, 3. 1 10, 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really have to be careful when you're drawing. That's one of the things that's a little harder about this way, because if you miscalculate your drawing, the whole thing is going to get messed up. So that's where I see a lot of mistakes in the classroom and also in myself. Okay, now we're going to add the next number, 236. 2 hundreds, 3 tens, 1, 2, 3, and 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now there is going to be some regrouping, so we're going to be regrouping the ones. Let's make a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I captured a 10, and that's going over here. Okay, now we're just going to count. Count your hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count your tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And count your ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. 554. All right. Well, we will practice this in the Zoom meeting today. Practice drawing it and figuring it out this way. So you're going to do number 8 on your own. Make sure that you draw the place value blocks. And maybe you caught that the solve and share was wrong in the beginning. Maybe you didn't, but I'm sorry about that. All right, now we're going to hop on over to portfolio so you can see where the assignment is located. Okay, click on portfolio, and it says Wednesday, May 6th, math. Create a place value chart to help. So this is what you have to do, guys. draw a big place value chart. Hundreds, tens, ones. Then draw your first number, 432. 1, 2, 3, and you keep going, okay? Do your tens, do your ones, and then just add the next number. And then don't forget to hand in so I get your work. All right, guys. Good job. What I hope is that you'll be able to join us in Zoom, and we'll go over this again. This wasn't my best lesson, but it happens, right? I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I know that you will do a great job with this. Please make sure that you're getting on Imagine Math, okay? I told 2 people, I gave them their passcodes, and they still haven't gone on. So I need us to make sure that we're going on Imagine Math every day. All right, everyone. Bye. I hope to see you soon.